I think you all have called this the cheap fakes video, and that's exactly what they are. They are cheap fakes video. They are done in bad faith, and some of your news organization have been very clear, have stressed that these the right-wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation, disinformation. Take, for instance, this video where the president is clearly trying to pick up a quarter that he found multiple quarters. He probably found multiple quarters and he wanted to pick them all up, but Republicans just keep lying. I mean, the president just loves picking up quarters from the ground, you know? And President Obama is not ignoring Joe in this video. They're actually playing a game where they pretend like they can't hear each other. Totally normal stuff, you guys. And he's not asleep in this video, you guys. He's just practicing his deep meditation. Oh, and this time he didn't shit his pants. He just saw a Japanese guy and decided to say hi in Japanese. Okay, this time he thought he saw a tiger and wanted to protect the group of world leaders, you know. So even though everyone treats him like he's retarded, he's not actually retarded, okay? That is misinformation. Thank you.
What you're looking at, this footage, Juneteenth, G7, these official events, they come from a pool camera, from network coverage, or a White House feed in some instances. There's not Republican operatives peeking out of the bushes, taping things and then editing it. No, this is official footage. But the White House press secretary, the audacity to stand there and say what you're watching with your own eyes is a cheap fake, essentially saying, you know, this is an antic, this is some sort of disinformation. It's unedited footage.
Joe, there's a reason they call them skydivers. It's because they're in the sky. Look up. What are you staring at? Look up. Yes, up there. Yes, right there, dumbass. All right, Joe. They're going to interview the skydiver. Let them answer. Where are you going? Joe! Joe, where are you going? The skydiver's over there. Who are you talking to? Yeah, get his attention. The skydiver's right there, you retard. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's cooked. Why do we have him out here again? What's Kamala doing? Oh yeah, never mind.
We're going to separate the fact from the fiction because there are a lot of videos going around about President Biden on social media.
These videos, I mean, they're blatant lies.
They are lying to their audience.
Making up and distorting things about the current president.
Trying to get people to believe visuals that aren't real.
The videos are oftentimes made up.
Deceptively edited videos known as cheap fakes.
A cheap fake, at least that's what the White House calls this viral video of President Biden.
The White House says there's a cheap fake problem.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Cheap fakes, videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated.
The White House is literally telling us that real videos of things that actually happened were AI generated. The videos of Joe Biden looking like a complete incompetent idiot were cheap fakes. Oh, those are just cheap fakes. Those are dishonestly edited. How they can even say this with a straight face when the videos that we're talking about are totally uncut, just straight up cell phone or broadcast footage of an event. Not a single cut, not a single edit, not a single manipulation, and yet they just say that it is. Maybe we should just embrace it. Kind of like how they tried to coin the term fake news and Trump was just like, you're fake news.
You are fake news.
Cheap fake just needs to be the term now for the cheap fake government that we have. Biden is a cheap fake.
All right, move on. Nothing to see here. Please, Pittsburgh. Nothing to see here, please.
Mr. President, thank you. At the end of such a momentous event, the word thank you seems kind of inadequate. But for all the millions whose lives will be saved, for the communities where life will be transformed, thank you. So thank you, President Biden, for your outstanding...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here. Okay, so you did not see Biden wandering around aimlessly, freezing up, shitting himself, sniffing dignitaries, falling asleep, drinking drug cocktails, and frisking serving girls? What you actually saw were cheap fakes. It's like a deep fake, but it's just the real video that we don't want people to see. Oh, and I am a black lesbian.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. And I tell you what.
Are you worried about the war?
Okay, so they're vicious lies that this man can't say a sentence without reading his note card, that this man turns around and doesn't know where he is, and that he walks so stiff because he can barely move. Those are all lies? I guess I'm not supposed to listen to my own eyes and my own ears.
Right, and he called it cheap fakes. Well, what is cheap and what is fake is the mainstream media defending Joe Biden, defending his lies, defending what is clearly incoherence. We've heard him not be able to put words together to make a sentence or formulate a sentence, wandering off on the world stage, shaking hands to no one in midair, just in the midair. The guy is this is clearly elder abuse, and the media is covering it up. They won't tell the truth to the American people, and it's up to us to show people what's really going on and how out of it Joe Biden is. It's clear that he is not the one in charge, and Americans ought to know, voters ought to know, who's really pulling the strings, who's the master of the puppet of Joe Biden.
Joe isn't sharp behind closed doors or in front of doors. Joe is as energetic and nimble as a doorknob, maybe. So take your cheap fake, deep fake, misinformation, disinformation, and shove it, because y'all are not fooling anyone. You're not even dumb enough to fool yourselves.
That's all, folks.
Please visit my website at samstwitch.com. My Twitter profile is at samstwitch_Sam. My YouTube channel is at youtube.com/samstwitch. I post videos that I cannot post on YouTube on my BitChute channel at bitchute.com/samstwitch.